This is BoBTV, and I just re-recorded the intro with free plugins. And I'm going to recommend, before anyone does any of this, that they watch some videos on Reaper Mania, because I'm not going to teach you how to use every little feature of Reaper or how to mix and edit and all that stuff in this video or the next one. So my recommendation is to just check those out first. Here's video recording audio, effects, plugins. Kenny Joy knows what he's doing. Okay, so now we need another guitar track. So there's two ways you can do this. You can either go right click on the track, highlight it, right click, and just duplicate it, and then you'll have to change the name and delete all a bunch of crap. So let's go here. So duplicate tracks. So what that's doing now is it's basically doubling the volume because you have the same exact thing playing twice. That's not what you want. So then you'd have to go in here, go guitar right, and then you go to this. You can select the audio track. So you want to select it, hit delete, get rid of it. So what that did was it duplicated this track. So now you have the same plugins. If I click here, that turns them off. So same plugins now on guitar left and then guitar right. Now they're not panned yet. So let's record track 2. Now the way you can do this is one of two ways. Wait, let's go back to what I said before about one of two ways for tracks. So you can duplicate the track, that's fine. Let's delete that. The other way to do it is just add another track. And then what I like to do is keep them organized. So you want to select this one, move it up. So you can move it up and down. Now it's below this one, then type in guitar right. And then go and load in the same plugins we did a minute ago. That's a little bit of a longer way to do it. So I'm just going to go like this. Duplicate tracks. Change this to right. Click here. I don't want that. I'm going to delete that. Okay, as I was saying, to record anything, you need 2 guitar tracks, unless it's EDM. You need 2 guitar tracks, and some people like to record on top of what they already have, like play the other one like this. So keep that one, and then just play over top of it. Kind of use that guitar guide as a guide. Oh yeah, duplicating keeps the record thing. So you want to turn off record on the one you don't want to record on. That's why it was super loud there a second ago. So yeah, you can use this as a kind of a guide, or if you're like me, I just want to record it again because I'm going to play it basically the same way twice. And I don't need the other track to guide me along that path of guitar recording. So let's do the second one now. So turn this shit up, away from the screen. So this one's armed. You can hear it. That's off, off. Back to the beginning. What I actually forgot to do was mute the other track first. So what we're going to do is we're going to go edit, undo record. Gets rid of that one. We're going to mute this one. This is the mute button. Obviously does that. There's solo as well, which is kind of cool. Let's hear only that. Yeah, turn that off. Solo. Okay, so we don't want to solo it. What we do want to do is go into the damn metronome thing, which is over here, and say not on playback, only on record. There we go. Okay, so this one's muted. We don't want to hear it. This one's set to record. We're going to go back to the beginning. Turn this shit up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The thing that I said at the beginning was tune. And for anyone who doesn't know, if it's in the middle, the green there, right in the middle means it's in tune. If it's on the left, low. On the right, high. That's how tuners work. Okay. We'll actually do this right now, the proper thing to play record. Okay, so let's try that again. Oh, okay, so there you go. Stop. I messed up on the recording, so I'm going to go up here. Undo. That's the beauty of not having a tape machine from the 70s, is you can record 1,000,000 times and get it actually right. Let's go. 3, 4. All right, and stop and rewind. Okay, so there we go. We got 2 guitar tracks now, left and right. So I'll unmute this. Now, if you keep them panned to the middle, like in the center, this is what it sounds like. It sounds terrible. Sounds like 2 guitars on top of each other fighting for the supremacy of the tone or something. So, or this is how you do things nowadays since the advent of stereo. So here's the pan knob. Pan this one 100% left. Pan this one 100% right. So you got 100% there. You can do any kind of, anywhere you want. Standard thing to do is 1 left, 100%, 1 right, 100%. Drums down the middle, vocals down the middle, bass down the middle. So let's just, without doing anything else, let's just see what this sounds like now. Holy shit! See how much better that sounds? Jesus. So yeah, we're well on our way to having a sweet sounding track without doing any mixing or anything. Like, that's the basic right there. Okay, so now we need
bass.
If you don't have a bass, just keep your guitar plugged in, because we're going to use that now instead. So over here, another track, double click, call it
bass.
So like I showed in the other video, we're just going to use the guitar, record it first, clean, then we're going to drop it an octave so it's down in the bass territory. And that's about that. And then that'll be our bass. So what I'm going to do here is open this up. Again, all plugins, filter. I'm going to open retune again because I want to tune my friggin' bass. Move this out of the way. So again, in order for this thing to activate, you have to have this track selected, turn this off. Hiss is gone too because now the gain's turned off. So then we want to select this for recording because this is the track we're going to record. And then record monitoring means you'll hear what you play. Turn the volume up. There we go. And look at that. We're in tune. For a guitar I bought at Omer's Used Vacuums and Guitars about 25 years ago. Pretty good. All right, so we'll close this. So this is, we're going to do basically this. That's going to be our
Bass.
quote-unquote bass track. And then we're going to put that pitch shifter on it to make it sound like a friggin' bass. That's pretty much it. All right, so this is triggered. All right, so now let's record the
bass.
2, 3, 4. One take, baby! Alright, so let's put the pick down. Let's just see. So we'll solo this because we want to hear only this. Turn recording off because we're not recording anymore. And let's see what it sounds like. So, yeah. Sounds like a crappy, clean guitar. Perfect. Let's go. So go into here, double click. Because if you already have a plugin, which is this one, so you just double click below it. That'll show you the plugin launcher. Again, we're going to click on all, here down to search. Now also, another way to do this is just go to Cockos, because Cockos is the guys that make Reaper, the program you're using right now. Cockos. And all your plugins that are built in are here. So you got, I don't know what that is. That's a compressor, MIDI something, delay, EQ, noise gate, you know, the whole schmozzle of free plugins. So pitch shifter, this is what we want. Pitch shifter right here. And the default that loads up is fine. Leave it 100% wet. This means it's all effect, no crappy whatever that is. Dry off. You can mix them together, but that's not what we want here. Then we want to go over here, semitones. I don't know a whole lot about this, but I think one semitone is like half a step. So like B to C would be one semitone. I think that's how it works. So in this case, we want to go an octave, which is 12 semitones. And so you put in -12. We're going down. That's it. Hit whatever X there. Rewind. Now we'll listen to it. Just raw dog. Here we go. See, solo. Sounds like a shitty bass. That's a shitty bass. Now, just for shits and giggles, I'll add the that BOD thing that I talked about in the other video, the distortion, bass distortion. So all plugins, search for BOD. There it is there, VST. And then we'll move that away. So click solo. So this will only play the bass. Rewind. Ooh, I like that. Something you want to consider is the volume before and after. So like, for example, if I turn this off, how much louder is it? It's a little louder. So if I turn it back on, see, it's a little bit louder, a little bit quieter rather. So you can with the volume here. You might be okay just leaving it defaulted, but I'm going to turn it up a little bit, maybe give it a bit more distortion. Try that again. You can tweak this to the way you liked it, you know, more or less this or that. But that sounds pretty damn good for a shitty guitar, shitty bass tone. Alright, so the bass sounds good, drums are whatever, guitars are whatever. So let's listen to this whole thing now. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so like I said, you don't have to use the bass distortion. If you like a clean bass sound, if that's your thing, then go with that. I don't care. I like distorted bass. For most things, sometimes I don't. For this, distorted sounds good. So that's pretty much the song. Like, there's really not a whole lot else you can add to this. You could add synth or something if you want, or bass drops if you wanted to write a deathcore version, but really, the only thing you could do now is maybe like a little bit of tweak, like just listen to it and just see, you know, what's too loud, what's too quiet. Let's just give it a quick little. So one thing to try to do that is maybe like mute the bass, see if the bass is too loud. So we'll mute it during the song, see how much it leaves the song. These gets thin. It gets fat again. Turn down a little bit. Yeah, so I don't know, I put it down to, it doesn't, if you double click it, resets it back to 0. Put your phone on silent before you record videos. I'll just leave it on 0 because that's whatever, easier. The whole thing with recording vocals is the same. You just plug your mic in, scream at it or sing at it, stand back, you know, a couple inches so you don't peak the mic, but that's pretty much how that works. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay buried.